It's amazing how the smallest of tweaks can make such a big difference in life. Good morning, I'm Stephen Alexander, and I'm on my walk to go and get the car because it's the last day of my retreat. Now, you might be wondering, why am I in the dark? And why am I talking in the dark? Because life is like that, isn't it? Sometimes life is times of darkness, sometimes it's times of light, and that is just what life is sometimes. So it's about how do we manage those times of darkness and how do we make the most of the times of light. But I'm actually walking to go and collect the car today, so it is dark, but it's also so very beautifully, I was going to say quiet, but in the background you might be able to hear ducks and coots and stuff like that. So there you go. So tweaks, what a difference do tweaks make, and what even is a tweak anyway? Well, because so many of us coaches in my business, we talk about making life changes, don't we? And we talk about them in the sense of making big changes, making big dramatical changes, life changes. And it's almost like only the big changes matter. But actually, the smallest of life changes can make a huge, profound effect, and in themselves are life changing. So let me give you an example of this. You might be thinking, what on earth are you talking about? Well, something as simple as, well, what would make a difference to you? What small change would make a difference to you? So for me, it was about going to sleep earlier last night. And yes, I woke up earlier, but actually I don't mind waking up early. So for me, it's about recognizing when my body is tired and saying, look, you're tired, you might need to rest up. So it's about respecting the body and the mind and kind of working in almost symbiosis with that. And it's a big word, I know, at this time of the morning, but it's about kind of working in partnership, in unison with your body and saying, look, okay, I recognize you're tired, for example. So how do I rest up? Now, for some people, they might say, well, actually, I can't go to bed early, or I'm struggling to rest. So it's about finding, well, how do we find rest then, and what works for us? Because what works for me may not work for other people. So, for example, the other day, I literally didn't go to sleep, but I just lay there for about 10, 15 to half an hour just to rest my brain. It feels weird saying that, but there's that sense that sometimes our head is so full of stuff, even our head needs to rest. It's not just our body, because although our body's getting older, it needs to perhaps rest more. Our mind is also working all the time, and it's like if you have a mobile phone, for example, or something like that, and if it's overused, it can overheat, and then when it overheats, it's not very good. And the same way, our minds generally just do not stop working, and so there are times when we have to slow it down, or we have to just work on it a little bit to appreciate it and to give it time to rest and recuperate. So finding a way to rest that works for you would be an amazing tweak. For me, it's about sleep and sleep patterns, and again, that rest. So just a simple tweak can make a big difference, because I'm loving this time in the morning. It's not a time in the morning I see that often, but I love it because the world is still so quiet and half asleep, which is great for me, because I love it when nobody's around, and I love it when it's quiet. So my challenge to you really is to think, well, what tweak And I'm just talking about a tweak would be of benefit to you. So it might be, for example, maybe your eating isn't great. So it might be improving your eating. It might be sleeping. It might be just, I don't know, maybe getting in touch with friends. I don't know what it is for you, but the challenge is to work on just a small tweak, and that tweak will actually make a huge difference. Have an amazing day. God bless you all. Take care. Bye.